Right, I'm your official guide. Now before I show you around, I'll just fill you in on a few details as we call them. As you can see, we're standing in the hall of Haworth Parsonage, where Haworth Parson, the Reverend Brontë, lived with his daughters, the famous Brontë sisters. Now alas, no longer with us. But they have left us their novels, which I've not read, being more of a Dick Francis nut. Now if you'd just like to pass by me into the parlour. This is what was known as a parlour, somewhat similar to our lounge-type sitting room affair in modern technology. The wallpaper isn't actually the original period of which we're referring to. It's actually Laura Ashley, but I do think it does give some idea of what it must have been like in a blustery old Yorkshire community of long ago. That portrait on the wall is actually of Charlotte Brontë, one of the famous Brontë sisters. Now I know to us she must look like a rather gloomy looking individual, but you must remember these days she'd have a perm or blusher, or I suppose even drugs would have helped her to maintain a more cheerful attitude. In fact, she'd probably not be dead if she was alive today. Now if you'd just like to hutch by me into the Reverend Bronte's study. This is a typical study in which to do studying. There's a table, chair, oh, my poncho. Been looking for that. Now I like to imagine an elderly old gentleman hunched over a sermon, probably saying, "Where's those darn girls? Probably in the middle of another chapter." Or something like that. We can't be sure what he was saying. Of course, he died eventually, unfortunately. You must remember, this is a very exposed part of the United Kingdom. I mean, it's May now and I'm still having to slip a polo neck on under my bolero.